So 10 10 10 10 4. So let's see our IP address. Very first thing, ifconfig. So my IP address is 10 10 10 14.2 and the server IP address is 10 10 10 4. So check करते हैं कि machine live है कि dead है. So we're gonna use a tool called ping command. So we can see that we have a response back from the server side. It means the server is active. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the very first thing with the nmap. -a, -t4 and 10 10 10 10 40. So over here there is no interface of this machine have because अभी तक तो आ जाना चाहिए था interfaces का. So nmap जब आप विंडोज मशीन पेन टेस्टिंग कर रहे हो तो हमेशा याद रखना कि सिंपल आपके विंडोज में आपके जो ये NSC स्क्रिप्ट्स हैं nmap के, इसमें बहुत सारे SMB की वल्नरेबिलिटीज के भी स्क्रिप्ट्स हैं. अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो SMB1, SMB stands for server message block, which is basically used for controlling all your message protocols, your all applications, your protocol services, जिसे हम बोलते हैं कर्नल और सांबा. So or you can simply write locate smb.1. तो ये क्या करेगा, ये आपके सिंपली NSC स्क्रिप्ट्स को ही लेके देगा. क्यों? बिकॉज मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा था smb.1 जो कि सिंपली एक ही जगह मिलेगी आपको, वो है आपकी आपके nmap के स्क्रिप्ट की डायरेक्टरी में. As you can see over here, that nmap scan has been done with the port number 139.445.3389, which is your RDP port number. This is your RDP port number, and over here we have some SMB's data. So we can see the NetBIOS name is legacy Mac, okay, and the operating system is Windows XP and Windows Server 2000 to 2000 LAN manager, and the name of the computer is legacy. So as per the security analyst, अगर मैं देखूं कि port number 139.445 open है, we are not going to use any Metasploit tool over here. We're gonna do it with all the things by manual. 139.445 port number open. So you can see this is a Windows XP server, but we're gonna use SMB1 advanced script scan because यहाँ पे अगर मैं देखूं, they have some CV numbers MS06025. Anyone can tell me what is MS over here? What is the use of MS? MS stands for Microsoft. 17 is the year, which is 2017, 2010, 2008, 2007. And these are the number of vulnerabilities on that year. To use all the smb.1 scripts, you can either open one by one. जैसे कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे Eternal Blue को open करूँ, so I can see some Lua language over here, जो कि I'm not a good programmer, but and you can see the description. Attempt to detect if Microsoft SMB version is vulnerable to a remote code execution vulnerability MS17010 aka Eternal Blue. The vulnerability is actively exploited by the WannaCry and the Petya ransomware and other malwares. देख लो. For this case, what will happen? Simple. In the bottom, अगर आप देखो यहाँ पे ये exploit आपका Windows XP, Windows 2003, Windows 7, 8, 8.1, 10, 2008, 2012, 2016. अभी 2008 and 2012 and 2016 क्या है ये guys? These all are your Windows Server. each and every year we have another Windows server, and these are operating system, guys. These are operating systems, and these are Windows servers versions. So most of the cases, what will happen? यहाँ पे देखो uses nmap port number 445 script smb ms 17010. ओके, बट मैं यहाँ पे क्या करने वाला हूँ, मैं सिंपली सारे स्क्रिप्ट एक साथ यूज करने वाला हूँ, जैसे कि ये वाले दे रखे. फॉर दैट आई एम गोना यूज nmap. आई एम गोना पुट -p 139 पोर्ट नंबर 445 पोर्ट नंबर -, स्क्रिप्ट smb.1, और मैं यहाँ पे एस्टिक डाल दूंगा. एस्टिक क्यों डाल रहा हूँ? बिकॉज मैं चाहता हूँ कि सारे के सारे यूज करो एक ही बार में. And the vulnerable server. So as I mentioned, the port number which I want to scan 139445, and I'm going to use all the SMB vulnerables on the port on the server 10.10.10.4. Okay, so it will take some time over here. The port number 139 and 445 is open, so it means a Samba server. So यहाँ पे एक Samba server है, तो SMB का, और यहाँ पे scan has been done. So अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो host script result ms vulnerable ms 0867 vulnerable is likely vulnerable over here. The server in Microsoft Windows 2008 Service Pack 1, Service Pack 4, XP, Service Pack 2, Service Pack 3. So this ms 0867 is vulnerable to Net API, which is a vulnerability of your Windows XP. And you can see the CV numbers also. If you go down, you can see this machine is also vulnerable to ms 17010 aka Eternal Blue. Either we can try the Metasploit, either we can try the manual part. So we have simply checked that this machine is vulnerable to ms 17010 also, and this machine is also vulnerable to ms 17067. As per the record, we can see that the port number 139445 is also open. So it's a Samba server. जो आपने enumeration में topic पढ़ा था, SMB map -h for host 10.10.10.10.10.4 -p port 139. SMB map is basically used for identifying the which other share systems are transferred. Okay, SMB map is not working. Let's try to communicate with the SMB client. SMB client -L list share -help करते हैं पहले. Okay, sorry guys. SMB client. -help. So over here we can see that I'm going to use L, get a list of share available on the host, and I'm going to use a command called -n, which is don't ask for a password, anonymous access. SMB client is used for client server communication just like your FTP server. SMB client hyphen capital L // IP address and anonymous access. We have failed to connect with that server. Let's remove N. Again, we are failed. We are not have a permission to call that. So when you have seeing a server or a port, we can simply enumerate. For example, let's check the vulnerability. And one more thing. Let's try the GitHub scripts. MS0867 exploit GitHub. Let's try this one, the very first one. So we're gonna use a predefined script. So हमारे पास यहाँ पे दो scripts है, which is updated in 2018, and we have a one more script, which is also 18, and this is ms060.py, which is a Python file. और अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो, ms0667 exploit is a modified version of Devashish Morte, which has an exploit DB code number. This was the original one. And this was discovered in the year of 2008. That's why it was MS08. So we can see this is also a Python file. And this is a buffer overflow file. The return address are ROP parts are ported from Metasploit modules net API. Either you can use Metasploit or either you can use the GitHub scripts. Modern in the year by Andy Esser added support of testing, selecting a target port and the command line. Change library call to allow for establishing a NetBIOS session for SMB transport. So यहाँ पे SMB जो सर्वर मैसेज ब्लॉग यूज होता है वो हमारे क्लाइंट सर्वर कम्युनिकेशन के लिए यूज होता है. For example, I'm not a good programmer, but at least I can read from the Google की command बोल क्या रहा है. So over here we have something. This is the thing which I hate the most. So over here, replace this shellcode with a shellcode generated for your use. Not that the length checking allow follow the section. There is no need to count bytes or other than loops. Example, MSFN command to generate shellcodes. So यहाँ पे क्या use कर रहे हैं? ये लोग reverse shell use कर रहे हैं. And through that reverse shell, we have to change this code from here. जो कि इन्होंने पहले से बना रखा है. We have to change this code. For that, let's copy this one. Raw data. Copy the URL. Make a new folder. Let's try this one. Exploit. wget fetch the file from the URL, and we can see the file over here. But उसने क्या बोला था कि अगर आपको ये शेल कोड यूज करना है तो आपको अपना कोड ये वाला कोड चेंज करना पड़ेगा. बट सबसे पहले जब आप एक कोई MSFN को यूज करते हो, ls-all to check the permission, it has only the read permission. So हमें execution permission देना पड़ेगा. So change mode plus X MS17010. So over here we can see that we have given the execution permissions. So इसको यूज करके देखते हैं Python MS. So this is the code. This version requires the Python impact library version 0.6.1 and over here आप देखो इसे कैसे यूज करना है. MS06 target IP address, OS and port number. अब यहाँ पे OS की बात हो रही है guys. So the IP address, the exploit, the IP address of the target, and we have some numbers over here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the port number. And there are some version: Windows XP 2, Service Pack 0, Service Pack 1, Windows Server 2000, Universal 2003, Service Pack 1, XP Service Pack 3, French on XP Service Pack 3, English. Always on NX. These are the numbers we have to assign, which type of operating system they are using. For this case, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start with the very basic command. जब आपने nmap किया था, आपने देखा था कि आपके यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है Windows Server 2008 LAN Manager. गूगल में सर्च करो कि ये कौन सा सर्विस पैक है आपका. सीधा ये मत देखना लेगेसी. Your connection is not secure and I'm not going to use this one, sorry. NT 4.0 SMB request. Nope. So over here, let's try the exploit. Legacy write-up using Metasploit, exploitation security using over here we can see that Windows 2008 2000 LAN Manager. So उसने क्या यूज किया? क्योंकि इसने सीधा Metasploit यूज कर दिया, नेट API. बट हमें तो ये यूज नहीं करना ना. Let's try one by one. Okay. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna start with the very basics. So let's copy the MSF Venom. Open a terminal. So our IP address is 10.10.10.14.2. So I guess you are familiar with the reverse shell. So reverse shell means we're gonna execute our shell on the server side. So we need to change the port number, which is 10.10.14.14.2. Same IP address again. 14.2. Yes. Now we're gonna change the threads. The buffer is okay. -F count -A. Okay, platform Windows. Okay, that's good. Oh, sorry guys, I have put one over there. So we have a shell code which is over here. This is our binary shell. So we're gonna replace this shell with the actual code over here. And let's save. Okay, so एक काम करते हैं, netcat on कर देते हैं. Netcat numeric listening verbose port on the 62,000 port number. So let's try our exploit. So we're gonna use Python again. We're gonna assign the target IP address, which is 10.10.10.4. On we have to select the machine IP address also. 1, 2, 3. Which one is it? So let's try with most of the cases. क्या होता है जो हम use करते हैं Windows 2000. It will be like your. Let's try the universal. One three nine. Okay, so this one is not working over here. Let's try Service Pack French. Now, most of the cases we use the Service Pack 3. Net API basically works on the Service Pack 3, so which is on 6. So let's try 6 over here. Hmm. 445. Sorry, भूल गया था मैं. You can see over here when you're using this one, you have to place 445 over there, and we were using the second one that will replace our port number 139. So try करते हैं. Okay, wait guys, I think the machine has been stuck. So reset the machine. Let's try the ping command. Is the machine is live or not? Now let's try again. Hmm. 10, 10, 10, 4.6, 5445. So, is it any problem with here? I have config 10.10.14.2, 10.10.14.2. Okay, let's try it again. 10.10.14.2, port number 60,000. 60,000. Let's copy this one. Save. Netcat. Numeric listening robust port for 62,000. Let's try the exploit. Initiating a connection. Okay, I guess I have done some mistakes over here. So I guess I have to simply download this also. The dependency file. So so extract. So over here, in order to install the source executed command from the directory where the impacted distribution has been unpacked, pip install. Okay, so we have to install the commands. Okay, so pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, pip2, pip3. Okay, install successful. Okay, so pip3 is basically used for Python third. Okay, so let's execute this one again. Let's try, and we have a connection. Sorry guys, you have to check the dependencies also. And this was a system called your Windows XP. dir directory. So cd document.txt dir cd administrator dir cd desktop dir, and we can see the root.txt file over there, which is can be used by type. And all you need to do is when you are installing an application, you should also install their dependencies, the requirement.txt file. So there was a mistake which I was doing. I forget that I have upgraded my machine. So you have also you guys also have to do the same thing. Okay. So this was the machine. IP wrong type कर दिया sir आपने. Okay.